cannot believe that I did not set my alarm for like my first day of real work. What are you doing?
You're the nicest. Nobody touched me in a right this. Nobody touched me in a crisis. I believed all of your dreams generation. You took my heart and my keys and my patience. You took my heart, I'm a slave for decoration. You mistaken my love, I brought for you for foundation. All that I wanted from you was to give me something that I never had, something that you've never seen, something that you've never been. But I wake up and I like nothing's wrong. Just living it for work, 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 work. Just living it for work, 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 work. Baby, don't you leave. Don't leave me stuck here in the streets. If I get another chance to, I will never, no, never neglect you. I mean, who am I to hold you best against? I just hope that it gets to you. I hope that you see this through. I hope that you see this through. What can I say? Please recognize I'm trying, baby. If the
Good morning. Hi y'all. Oh my gosh, welcome back to my channel. What's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? Oh my gosh, this is my first time like vlogging in my new girl cave, in my new apartment in general, for my first day of my fellowship. Like, it's a lot happening right now. I'm like low-key, I'm not running late, but like I'm in a rush because if I don't like leave soon, I will be late. So there's so much to get into, but hopefully I've explained everything and we can really just like have fun, recap, live in the moment in this vlog. So today, for the first day, we are doing like a meet and greet at a local, like it's not necessarily a bar, but it's like a casual restaurant that has a bowling alley. I've been like a lot of times, like actually a lot of people always recommend it. It's a really nice like social gathering place, and it's in Georgetown, so it's a nice area. So I have been before. I'm pretty sure we're gonna eat since it's like during lunchtime, kind of. It's from 11 to I think 2 or 3. And so I have my 4-month summer break has come to an end. This has been literally the longest break I've ever taken in my entire life, and it was good to me, y'all. I really enjoyed it. I feel like ready to go back. Not like I'm not pressed, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I could have done it a couple more months, but it's time to go back. It's time to get back into real life. And so here we go. I'm excited to see like what this experience and what this chapter holds, the different people who I'll meet, and again the different experiences that I'll have. Ooh, that was random. I have been thinking about this day, I feel like, for a really long time now. I've known that I've had this fellowship for probably like a month and a half or something. Like, it's been a minute. So I'm like, okay, I know that this is something that I am going to do, but now we finally doing it. Really, it's kind of like I can't be late. I live 15 minutes away. I mean, of course I can't be late, but I'm 15 minutes away. But my goal is to leave at 10:30. That way I can get there at 10:45. Again, I've been there before. I know they have a parking garage, so it shouldn't be anything crazy getting there. You know how your mom used to say like, oh, you know, you need to start going to sleep early preparing because back to school is happening. I was like, you know what, I really should like take that advice. But child, did I do that? No, I went to bed like way past midnight last night. Luckily, like I mentioned, today is like a later day, and this whole orientation week is going to be, you know, different than my normal work schedule. I can kind of like get in the habit of like waking up, but I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to shift my routine probably to waking up around like literally 6 a.m. in order for me like to do my devotional, have my quiet time, go to the gym, come back, shower, make breakfast, and like do my makeup. Whoa. Like I forgot, because I'm over here, not that I'm rushing now, that's because I was taking my time in the morning, and I started at 7 and that's to leave by 7:30. I think I'm gonna have to start being at the office by 8:30, so it's giving 5:30, it's giving 6, and I'm like, oh no. I love a good slow morning. Like obviously it's adulting, like that's what you have to do, you know what I'm saying? Like you got to be there my 5 to 9, you know, before my 9 to 5 type of thing. Previously when I worked, I let it take over my entire life, and I don't want that to be the case this time. I definitely want to have a full life. I want to continue working out, taking care of my mental health, my spiritual health, my physical health. Like I still want to be a whole human being. I don't want this to take over. So that's one of my really big goals. And so getting into a routine is going to be really important. Okay, makeup snapped today, thank God. A very quick, why is there a random bobby pin? Child. Curly hair problems. The itinerary said business professional Tuesday through Friday. So I'm like, okay, I'm pretty sure we can come, you know, somewhat casual today, but you don't want to come too casual, because even though this is like a casual thing, it's still like your first day and first impression. And so I was kind of like, I don't know what to wear, but I literally just thought of this top today, and I was like, oh, this is perfect. And if I wear this with these pants, it's still like casual but fun. Let me show you guys my outfit. First, for jewelry, I'm not gonna do too much. I kind of have on my everyday jewelry, which are my 3 necklaces that I always wear, which you can kind of see, not too much. My Apple Watch. I think I showed you guys this back when I vlogged before my summer sabbatical. I changed my watch band to this gold one, which is really nice because now I can wear it every day for work stuff, and it looks really nice. I also have like this chain that I got from, I don't even know what the brand is, but I just kind of keep it on at all times. And these earrings that my grandmother gave me, which have the Lord's Prayer on it. Let's see, for perfume today, what's giving us daytime? We can do Cloud by Ari. I do always like to wear this bracelet when I can, when I'm wearing pink from Coach, since it matches. Okay. And I don't know, I guess I'm gonna do like loafers for shoes. So I'm not fully unpacked yet, but this is the fit. Please don't play with her. I think this is cute, right? This is cute, this is casual. And it was raining out earlier, but now it's not. So I think I'm gonna go with no blazer. What's gonna be the temperature today? 84. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with no blazer and just do some black loafers with this. I think very cute, very cash. Good for the first day. Always good to wear pink. All right, it is 10:24. I'm gonna head out and I'll talk to you guys afterwards and let you know how it goes. In our bag. I've decided to start doing this, which is basically having a pouch that has everything that I will normally need, whether it be deodorant, hand sanitizer, a fan, lotion, literally just like, you know, your everyday kind of stuff. And then I'm also gonna have my pencil pouch with me. Everything in this bag is already kind of set with like more stuff in my hands, but that way I can just put it in the bag, you know. This is my protect black people bag. I won't be carrying this every day, but again, for a more casual day, I mean, I will carry this sometimes because it definitely gives briefcase. I've never actually set this up. I haven't vlogged since I've had this water bottle. So my Hydro Peak water bottle with me. Never know. And this is gonna go on my very large keychain. That's what's in my work bag. Where did I put my loafers? That's the question. Like, I'm like 90% unpacked, but I haven't fully like, I don't even know where half my stuff is. These are where my shoes are, by the way. These are actually from Amazon. Amazon Basics or Amazon Essentials. So I have them in my Amazon storefront for all of you work girlies. So coffee cup of the day.
Who's coming out?
You grew up in Houston? How you doing?
Hi, good, how are you?
Fine. What you went to high school at?
Okay, so day one of orientation is over. It went great, exactly how I expected. The food was pretty good, honestly, for the little brunch that they served. We had like chicken and waffles, sausage, bacon, fruit, parfaits. And right now I am actually driving by the office building. That way I know where I'm going tomorrow. Can I turn here? Okay, perfect. This area is so cute. Okay, perfect. Okay, this is easy enough. So they did say that there is a parking garage connected to this building, so I think it's over there. And this is a bakery right here, which is really cool. So maybe some days I'll come to the bakery beforehand. Now I believe this whole week, like tomorrow, we are doing, the first meeting is breakfast. We have to meet at 8:15. And then I think the next day there's like breakfast from 8:30 to 9, and then we like start at 9. So I'm not really gonna worry about eating just yet, but I do know, I think there's a Wawa across the street from what I've seen on Apple Maps. So that's good because I love Wawa and I wasn't really near one in my last apartment, and I never really passed one where I was, so I miss getting my little breakfast sandwiches and the free coffee Tuesday, so it'll be nice. I think I'm biking distance, like I think it'll take me a good 10 minutes to bike, and it looks like there's a Lime bike right here, there's a Lime scooter right here, so if I can get a Lime bike near my apartment, because y'all, Roxy, my old bike, she is, I think she's retired. In the storage unit for over a year now, like almost 2 years, so I'm pretty sure she's too rusty to ride. I'm gonna have to get a new bike soon, but in the meantime I could definitely use these Lime scooter bikes. I'm excited about, especially while the weather is still like nice. Like today, for example, I believe it is 82 degrees. Perfect bike riding weather. And I know people always ask too, like, are you sweaty when you bike ride? First of all, it's better usually for parking. 2, it's usually cheaper. Biking is usually faster actually than driving in a car, because you don't necessarily have to stop at all the same like stop places, and then sometimes there's like shortcuts that the regular, you know, cars can't drive on the regular road. It also includes some exercise, and the way that the wind is blowing, yes, I'm excited right now. Gonna be where you are, gotta be where you are. Okay, and then this is the parking garage here. Oh, and it's $14 if you get there by 9 a.m., which I should, so good to know. This is a very easy street to bike. Easy street to bike. It's literally a straight shot. No hills. I'm excited. So that's my update for the first day. My plans for the rest of the day: I have therapy. I think I have a meeting with the SNMA production team for the podcast later on, and I'm gonna meal prep. I'm gonna cook some dinner. This coffee got me zooted, so I'm not gonna do that, and I'm not gonna finish this because I literally won't go to sleep tonight. So I'm gonna just kind of chill, get more of my life together, put away some laundry, do some meal prep, do therapy, enjoy the rest of my day, and then prepare for tomorrow. Alexa, pause. It is 8:03. I'm walking out the door. Here's OOTD. Child, I'm rushing so much. Y'all have no idea. I woke up. Wait, I gotta pack this bag. I woke up at like basically 7 o'clock. And yeah, I've been rushing the entire time. I normally carry a different bag, but I just need to have my stuff ready. And I need to put a lip product in here. I'm also gonna bring my notebook. Actually, Black and Unlimited gave this to me, and it has my name engraved, and it matches my outfit today. This is gonna be the notebook that I use if I ever have to write anything down, just in case an iPad isn't appropriate. I don't really know. Pencil case. Okay. Yeah, I woke up at like 7. Is anybody else like this? Like literally all of the clocks in my house are fast, so I can be on time. But I want to carry this water bottle because it's blue. Okay. Saturday, I actually started the next level of my discipleship class at church. And so we have discipleship classes every Thursday. Along with that, we basically like have this devotional that we're supposed to do 2 times a day. And there's supposed to be like time for you to be silent and like stillness and time with God. And in general, I try and do my devotional in the morning anyway, but that is really what gets me, because it's 7 o'clock, I'm up, it's like, oh no, it's 7, but I'm low-key like, need like 30 minutes to spend time with God, you know? So I need to add more time to my schedule to actually have that time. We're in the car, we're on the way. ETA is 8:19. They told us to get there by 8:20, you know, so we're good to go. But basically, why didn't I set an alarm? I literally told myself yesterday, I was like doing the math, and I was like, I think I need to be up at like 5 a.m. And I'm like, no, like maybe there's a way I can do 6 a.m. And I was like, no, I think that if it took me this long yesterday to get ready, leisurely, like just with a smooth morning, without making or eating breakfast, because breakfast was provided, like this is how much time I'm gonna need. I'm gonna need to wake up at 5 in order for me like to do my devotional, take my time, get ready, go to the gym, have a full like hour at the gym, come back, shower, do makeup, make breakfast and eat, and then drive to work too. Like, oh my gosh, like this is so much. It's not so much, it's literally what everybody, like literally half the world does every single day. But just give me some grace, okay? It's my first time going back to reality. Also, not wearing scrubs every day, which is fine with me. I picked out my outfit last night, so that wasn't too hard. Oh, look at people walking to school. Not me. Oh my gosh, this is so crazy. I literally feel like a grown woman. This is actually crazy. Okay, wow. I just had a moment. It's one of those things too where it's like, you know how they say visualize the woman that you want to be and show up every day as her? Because literally one day you'll look up and you'll literally just be her. Like, it's crazy. I had a really great night. I ended up having a board meeting for the Miss HBCU Teen Scholarship Pageant, and I cooked dinner, I meal prepped for the rest of the week, and I was in bed by like 8:30, right? So I'm like, okay, cool, I can just watch some YouTube videos. I did do therapy, I watched some YouTube videos, and then I think I was probably asleep by like 10 o'clock. So my body actually naturally woke up. Here's my thing. I was supposed to like set my alarm. Cannot believe that I did not set my alarm for like my first day of real work. What are you doing? What are you doing? Well, literally, what are you doing? So luckily my body like naturally woke up around 6:30, 6:40, 6:45 or something, because I went to bed so early. Child, not people slamming on their brakes. Okay, period. 2 minutes shorter. Yeah, basically I woke up and I was like, dang, I really low-key don't have time to go to the gym unless I do like a quick 25-minute workout and like I don't stretch afterwards. Oh, she's so dirty for doing me like that. Am I not in the line for going straight? Like, I probably am doing that wrong. The way that she just zooted around me, I'm probably doing this wrong. I can definitely see why biking is going to be the lit option, because yeah, this traffic. I didn't even look to see what the time was going to be during this time of the day. Like, I literally just got not lucky, I'm blessed. Anyway, the point is, y'all, that I was scrambling this morning to like fit what I know should take about 3 hours into like an hour and a half. But I did it. Hair done, makeup done, outfit on, coffee packed, water bottle, bag packed. So yeah, like she's in work clothes and a bike. It's giving. It's giving. This is why we moved to the city, to live this city life. Like, and what a blessing to even have the option to be able to bike. I'm definitely gonna bike. Now I'm not gonna bike tomorrow. I'm probably maybe on Friday, like maybe the end of the week. I have to see. Anyway, this was a very long ramble. Good morning. Today is like the first day. It's the first time I'm gonna be able to see the office. We're gonna have a whole bunch of different like speakers come to us. I mean, this is still orientation. They're getting us, you know, acclimated to everything, but today is the day where things get real. So very curious to see how today goes.
Doing some renovations, like we just got moved in, so like we working on some things.
So this is a new spot, like this. Is anyone who see?
Hell no.
Hey y'all, so I'm back home. It's been my routine to just take my makeup off and like do my whole skincare routine, get in some pajamas, wrap my hair as soon as I get home. I say my routine, this is my second day of work, but like this is what I'm gonna try and do. That way I don't fall asleep with my makeup on, I don't have my work clothes on all day, I'm comfortable, I can eat dinner, things like that. Okay, so I want to just do a quick review. My face is so shiny right now, but do not play. The skincare is popping. And my microwave's gonna go off in a little bit because I told you guys I cooked yesterday. Yes, I meal prepped, eating that for dinner. Cool. Okay, basically today we met with every single leader of every single like department of the CBCF except for IT, which I think they outsource. So we met, let's see, first of all, breakfast and lunch was provided and they were both really, really good. Like the lunch was delicious. I'm like, excuse me, who's catering this? It was really good. I enjoyed that. Some of them like took their food home because there was like stuff left over and I was like, dang, if I didn't cook, this would be a great week to take the food along with me. Let me get my food. Anywho, so first we talked about congressional relations expectations. We went over the handbook. We met with the director for CPAR, the Center for Policy Analysis and Research. I did end up taking notes on my iPad as well. That was really nice. I was able to learn more about the key initiatives. Obviously, one of them is health equity, which is the type of fellow that I am. If I didn't mention that here, I'm a health equity. My full title, right? I'm a Congressional Black Caucus Foundation National Racial Equity Initiative for Social Justice Health Equity Research Fellow. I know it's a lot, but basically there are some research fellows who are just congressionals. They do 2 6-month rotations over on Congress. We do 6 months doing policy research with the Congressional Black Caucus Foundation, which by the way is a nonpartisan organization that is like it's in the umbrella, it's in the family of the CBC, and obviously we work closely with the CBC, but it is a nonprofit organization that is separate from the CBC. Obviously it has a very similar mission in regards to doing research, reduce racial disparities caused by systemic racism and discrimination. And these are a lot of solution-driven policies, which I'm really excited about. So I love learning about that, all the different policy programs that they have, and even just like the way that I'm going to be able to get my publications done through my policy research, because they do have an academic journal as well as a blog post. So there's a lot of different ways that I will be able to do my research, get it out there, whether it be on the policy side or the research side, which is really nice. We also met with the marketing communications department, which I thought was really interesting because they actually will do like paid sponsorships for content creators. And I was just like, double the check, that's amazing. I got to meet with one of the previous presidents, and she was really amazing because she knew so much history about the Congressional Black Caucus. And this really is a historic organization. It honestly feels like going to an HBCU all over again. Like the CBC and the CBCF is really just like the HBCU of Congress. So it's really, really cool to, again, just learn about the history, to learn like where we've come from, all the things that people have been able to do so far that has gotten us to where we are now. I love history because it just makes me very grateful for where I am, and understanding like all the work that so many people have done in order to get me where I am today and the opportunities that I have. This is exciting for me, and I'm not even interested in politics per se. I'm just really inspired to make a change in policy when it comes to health equity, because there is a really big racial discrimination. Obviously, you guys know I am an aspiring OBGYN. I'm a pre-med. I want to go to medical school, and afterwards I want to be an OBGYN and work on the maternal mortality crisis. So as a health equity fellow, I'm going to be doing research in order to create policies that will change the things that are causing Black women to die during childbirth here in America. That is my goal. That is my kind of role in this. So it's still very much so medicine focused, but on the policy side. But there are a lot of people here who are lawyers or pre-law or PhD. There is some like MPH people as well, but it's really interesting to see like them be so excited because you're really in the rooms with the people who can be your potential bosses and things. It's really just exciting to have this amazing opportunity and to be surrounded by greatness. Then we end up meeting with the resource development department, and she basically was telling us about how there's just so much money out there. If you don't know about this, definitely look up the CBCF scholarships. They get a lot of money, and they give it away to people at all different levels, whether you're going into all the way like to doctoral programs, graduate schools, law schools, also undergrad, not even just HBCUs. Like literally they give away a lot of money. So if you want to look for a scholarship, the CBCF is actually a really great place to look, because they got a lot of money coming their way, and they like delegate it to a lot of different things. Then we met with the strategic events director or department chair, and I thought that was really cool because that's something that I was really excited about. Well, because in comparison to doing, let's just say for example, research at NIH, because this is an entire foundation, they have a lot of events, you know, just to help with networking, spreading education. Just there's so many reasons why you do events. Like for example, next week is actually the annual legislative conference, which is like this really, really huge conference. All the members are going to be there, a lot of like famous people, A-list celebrities, all these kind of things, and we get like full access to it, and we really just get to be like in the rooms, and we even get to, in the future, we're going to be helping to plan these things. So I just think it's a little bit more fun than just like your mundane behind a computer screen research, or even just like a pipetting everyday like biology research. I really feel like this allows you to be talking to people and making the connections in the ways that will still make a difference, but just allows for me to use more of my personality, which I really enjoy and I look forward to. Then we met with human resources, so we learned about how we get paid, take time off, benefits, things like that, and then we did like a nice reflection. So that was day 2. The office is really, really nice. I tried to show you guys a little bit of it, but like not do too much with my camera, but they actually just moved offices, so it's not like fully like set up and decorated yet, but what they have so far is like really nice. I'm like, oh, look at like the CBCF sign and stuff. So yeah, that was my second day in the office. Tomorrow is gonna be a bit of the same. We don't have to be there as early, but because we don't start until 9 tomorrow, and we're gonna have sessions on mental health, and then there's gonna be an alumni panel, learning how to dress for success on Capitol Hill, and then we're gonna do a policy writing kind of like workshop. So tomorrow should be cool. I will pick you guys back up then. I'm gonna eat my dinner, watch some YouTube videos, do my devotional, and go to bed early, because the plan is to go to sleep by like 10 p.m. That way I can wake up at 5. And also I learned today that I will be very much so hybrid, which I'm very happy about. So I won't have to go in too often. I'm glad that I can go in sometimes, but like not every day, like 8 a.m. So I don't necessarily have to always wake up at 5, but for the days where I do need to be at the office by that 8:30 or even like 9 a.m. I'm gonna try and like wake up at 5, the way I can have still my long leisurely morning, my morning to myself. I was even thinking to myself, like, why was I so pressed to work out in the morning time? Like, I definitely could have worked out when I got home, especially because we left at like 3:30. I got home around 3:40. Like, I definitely could have worked out when I got home, but I think for me, I just really want to make it a habit of working out in the morning and not the afternoon. That way when I get home from work, I can just like completely just have the evening to myself, but then also still take care of myself and like just not get lost in, because I think my evenings can always vary, whether it be I have meetings, I need to cook, I have to do something at the church, or like even just with the CBCF, like maybe we have an event or something. So I don't want for my workout schedule to be dependent on what my afternoon looks like, because then I can't be consistent. But I should be able to consistently, God willing, wake up every morning to work out. And I really just want to stay consistent with it, because I've really been loving going to the gym. I'm seeing all these amazing changes in my body, child. So I'm just like trying to keep it up. That's why I'm kind of like forcing myself to stick with this waking up early and going to the gym. And I also, everybody knows the people who go to the gym in the morning time are better than those who goes after work. That's just what, you know, us gym talk people say. Are you guys on Gym Talk? Follow me on TikTok if you're not already, at Brelynn Hunt. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Okay, so I kind of lied. I didn't vlog at all today, my bad. Let me update you guys on what's going on. Happy Wednesday. So I have just been honestly home on TikTok. I got home at like 6:20 or so. I left the office kind of late today. Oh my gosh, so dramatic. But all right, let me give you guys a rundown of how my day was. So first of all, I went to bed at like 6 p.m. after I ate dinner, and I was like chilling in the bed, and I was expecting to kind of like watch YouTube videos, like just do stuff on my computer. And I kind of went to bed right after I ate. So I woke up at like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I was up. I didn't really go back to sleep until like 6. Like I set my alarm for 5 a.m. and I heard it go off, and I was like, I cannot wake up right now. Like I want to like go back to sleep one more time and then wake back up. So my morning routine was non-existent. It was very much so giving last minute as possible. Yeah, I was like, at this point, I'm just going to do like shower, makeup, get dressed, and go. We did have breakfast again. It was good. It was sausage, potatoes, and eggs. The caterer that they have feeds us very well, so love the food. I ended up driving again. Today was really cool because we did a mental health session in the morning for like 3 hours, and that was actually really cool because she gave us this kind of, I mean, there was a lot of different conversations that we had and different prompts and things, but something that she gave us, which I thought was really practical, that I want to use not only for myself but even to love people, is kind of like a care guide to your chosen family. I thought this was really, really nice. I've never seen anybody do this before. Write all these things out, ways that they can support you practically, emotionally, financially, energetically, and like really giving people what you need. I thought this was really, really cool. So whether it be like giving people your Venmo, your Cash App, your PayPal, the type of food that you like, specifically your orders from places, and like your address, your favorite delivery spots, and kind of just like the permission to show up for you. I think this would have been so helpful for me when my grandma passed, because I realized that a lot of my friends had also not dealt with grief or like close death, and so they didn't know how to care for me as their friend while I was grieving. And I felt like a lot of friends just weren't showing up for me, like they weren't there enough for me. This is kind of like off topic, but yeah, I think this would have been really nice for me to be able to say like the kind of gifts that I would like are flowers or candles or teas, or you can fund my self-care. I like to get my nails done, my toes done, my hair done, my eyebrows done, and massages. Like if you would pay that for me to show me that you care, or emotional support. I really love affirming words. I really love receiving letters, long text messages, and cards. And then also, like, what else did I write here? I can look at my own, I kind of like go through this with you guys. So it's like also giving them kind of like clues so that I don't have to reach out for things. So this is what you should notice when I'm feeling well or I'm thriving. So you'll see me working out every day. You'll see me with makeup on. You'll see me intentionally eating healthy. So meal prepping, not eating a lot of fast food, creating fun outfits, creating content, interacting on social media, sharing my devotionals daily, and having my living space clean and organized. Versus when I'm experiencing emotional hardship, you may notice that I'm more easily irritable. I may talk about feeling defeated, hopeless, anxious, fearful. I may isolate myself. I may respond slower to text messages. I may not be on social media. I may disappear. I may decrease my workouts or just all forms of movement. So not going to any dance classes or workout classes. I'll stay in bed longer, like all day if I can. Watch TV, kind of like rot away. Watch a whole bunch of different shows, because the things that help me feel well in my body are, when it comes to physical, it's dancing, working out, deep stretching, eating a well-balanced diet / healthy meals, getting dressed up, hair, makeup, outfit, getting my nails done, receiving massages, mindfulness. So there's like physical, there's what things that I do that help me feel good to my mind, and that's journaling, listening to podcasts, therapy, and then for my spirit, completing devotionals, attending church, listening to worship music, and listening to sermons. Basically, we take all of those, also listing like some triggering events. I think I mentioned about how like August, back to school time, is a trigger for me, as well as the beginning of August, because that's my grandmother's birthday. And then around holiday time, I've also talked about how like Thanksgiving and Christmas can be kind of difficult for me, and then like what I want and need for my loved ones when I am experiencing hard times. So like phrases that can make me feel seen and cared for, and like, again, things that I'm interested in receiving via those practical, emotional, or energetic support buckets that I created. And so I talk a lot about like words of affirmations are good for me, and then also things that I don't want to hear. So I loved hearing like, you know, I'm praying for you, I believe in you, I know that you can do this, but I hate hearing like, you prayed for this, or isn't this what you prayed for? Because please, like, now we in it and things are getting tough, and that doesn't like, it doesn't help me out. So things like that. And again, just talked about the food and nourishment that I like. She mentioned how this was really helpful for people where it's like, okay, you thought you were being helpful by bringing me lasagna, but maybe I'm like lactose intolerant, or you brought me, you know, chicken and vegetables, but I'm a vegetarian, or I don't eat McDonald's. So things like that, which is really helpful if people, again, want to help you out. I think this is really, really nice. I think this is so helpful. Even like with the ideas of going to medical school, like there's going to be some tough and dark days, and sometimes it's hard to ask for help, because sometimes A, you don't even know that you're slipping into it, and B, people don't even know how to help you. And when you're in an already energetically low position or mentally low position, it's hard for you to articulate, I would really like for you to plan out a girl date for us to go out, and just to, you know, I don't have to think about where we're going, what to do, but I can get dressed up and get cute and do my hair and makeup, find out a cute outfit, or like, and you know, just spend time with you, because quality time is really big for me. And then during that time, you can speak some words of affirmations to me, and then I'll go back and I'll be more energized and fueled up. But of course, knowing that people are only able to do this when they can fill my cup, and for the people who are close to me and who really do care and can sense like, Breland's a little bit more irritable, haven't seen her working out more, like let me invite her to a workout class. And I think this would be really cool for like my close circle of friends and my family to do this with each other. I would love to receive these, their care guides for my chosen family. I would love to receive these from other people as well, so that I could know, again, how to better show up for them in the ways that they want, in ways that they would like to receive it. And then also, again, to practically receive the things where it's just like, no, I don't want candles, or maybe I want diffusers, maybe I want herbal scents, maybe I want, you know, makeup, whatever it is. So I thought this was so practical, like a little tangible thing that I can not only use for myself here and now, but also in the future, and also to my friends and family. So we did that, meditations, a lot of other things. That was a really, really great session. Then we had lunch. Wow, this clip is already 8 minutes. What have I been talking about? Oh, then we had an alumni panel, and you guys, okay, so one, of course, there was a Spelman alum on the panel, and I loved her. I just love, first of all, I love Black women from infinity to infinity. And the alum in this program, or just like the people connected to it, they're all just so amazing. Like all of these amazing Black people, and it's so great because just the network of people willing to support you and connect you to different things and give you advice. And of course the alumni panel was really nice because you have all people from like who were in the fellowship years and years and years ago, like in the 90s, and then people who have recently just finished the fellowship a year ago, and kind of like where they're at and how they navigated it and what they learned and the connections and things like that. So it was really nice to kind of see how far people have come and learn different advice, and again, just really just be amazed and inspired by the people who have been through this fellowship or even the interns. Then we had a presentation about the Dress for Success on Capitol Hill presentation, which I thought was really cool as well, because y'all know I'm into fashion, but obviously dressing professionally, there is a different level to it. So for like example, I think I mentioned how for the first 6 months, I'm going to be doing research there at the office. And then for the second 6 months, I'm going to be on Capitol Hill. I probably won't wear a bright yellow blazer on Capitol Hill, but in this research office, I feel a little bit more lenient to be, as long as I'm professional, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm still in a blazer, I'm still covered. But also we talked about like a capsule wardrobe, which I do think I have a good capsule wardrobe. So like this nice black, what is this? It's a Calvin Klein dress. Like it fits me well, and I can put anything over top of this. And also depending on like who was coming in or who was speaking, I could take it off, and then you're not really focusing on like my bright yellow or even like my headband, but I'll add a few accessories, you know, to bring in my personality. So I really liked how they talked about that, like still having your personality, but understanding like what's right and what's wrong and what's acceptable and what's not. And so I think it was really good for the guys as well, for the people who are coming in straight from college, or well, you have to have a graduate at least degree to be in this fellowship. So but still, like it's majority of our first time like on Capitol Hill. And even like there was this oh my gosh, the next lady, she was previously the vice president of the CBCF, and she came and spoke to us about policy writing. And she was really amazing because not only did she give us, again, practical step-by-step examples of like what this is, what this means, how to do it, how to find resources. We did an example, we split up into groups, and then we created like our own like 1 minute policy briefing about something that was happening like literally today. My team ended up, of course, choosing me to present it, and they said we did a really good job. So that was really helpful because I feel much more prepared, because I'm like, oh my gosh, like policy writing is very different than academic writing, which is very different than like even, you know, the lawyers that we have in the group. It's like this is different. And so I really appreciated them giving us the resources and like a whole lesson on how to do these things. But she herself was amazing because she was just so sweet and so kind and so knowledgeable and so emotionally intelligent and so willing to give advice and encouragement and all types of things. I ended up staying afterwards and talking to her because she also has a great realm of experience when it comes to the intersections between healthcare and politics. So learning a lot about who I should possibly work with when I am on the Hill in 6 months, and kind of just the way that I should go about making sure that I'm getting the most out of this experience. And that's what this is all about, like learning from people who are more knowledgeable than you, who are connected, who just have a great understanding. And yeah, I really, really enjoyed her conversation, and even just her talking about, again, showing up authentically as yourself. This was in our personal conversation. It was like me and two other girls who stayed behind to talk to her because she just, like, she was so cute. She was like this beautiful Southern belle, and she was just talking about just authentically being yourself in these spaces that are going to make you seem like you should conform to them, but in reality, like being your authentic self, but still professional. It's how you're going to stand out, how people are going to remember you, and also they're going to remember you being a nice person and how you treat them and how you make them feel, which we all know, but it's just really nice to hear from somebody who is now like the top of this organization and the VP, and there's a VP of that, and it's like, wow, you're such a nice person. It's like, well, being nice got me to where I'm at, and it's not being these nasty things. And anyway, she had like this mindfulness moment when she was closing out, talking about how we need to think about our ancestors when we're walking in on Capitol Hill, and not just like maybe a grandmother who passed, but like specifically us as Black Americans, those of us whose ancestors were slaves, and how we are literally the wildest dreams. And I feel like I say that all the time, but thinking about how obviously I have ancestors from the South, like South Carolina and Mississippi, but obviously I do have family who is from DC, and to think that they possibly could have been the ones that were laying the bricks on the White House and building Capitol Hill, but weren't even able to walk into the building. And then here I am with a big seat at the table. It just like brings me to tears. It's like absolutely amazing. It's literally my ancestors' wildest dreams. And there's nobody in my family, you know, like in politics and doing things like this. And obviously, you guys know, I've said it a million times, I'm an aspiring physician. So this is even, I didn't even expect for me to be in a space like this. So really just honoring this experience, honoring my ancestors by taking up space, having gratitude, and making the most out of this experience. So that's kind of everything that I learned today. That was a very long recap. I don't know how much of that I'm going to keep in, but I really enjoyed today, even though it was a long day. So tomorrow is interesting because we were supposed to have our fellow headshots by like these fancy photographers out on the hill. And so we only have one session tomorrow, which is with the president and the CEO of the CBCF. But there, like I mentioned, next week is the annual legislative conference, which is like the big conference that CBC and CBCF host. So everybody's like getting ready for that, and so they basically canceled our photo shoots for another day, which sucks because I really wanted to get braids this weekend, but I don't want braids for my pictures. So I'm going to hold off on my braids and figure out what I'm gonna do in the meantime. Probably wear a bun for the next 3 days because I'm like literally, it just would be easier, you know, not having to do this every single day. But yeah, so tomorrow instead of headshots, we're just gonna go in from 11 to 12, eat dinner, and unwind, and kind of have a nice slow morning. And so I'll see y'all then. Bye.
Trying to serve. All you deserve is for you, coming to you, coming right in the view. All you work for is all for you, coming real soon, like really, really soon. You're a star and you know it, lights so bright, yeah, you glowing, in the day, in the night. Either way, you're a star and you know it, lights so bright, yeah, you glowing, in the day, in the night. Either way, you gon' shine.
Happy Friday. We're doing good on time today. I mean, it kind of doesn't count because on Fridays I don't go to the gym. It's my off day, but I didn't go to the gym yesterday and I missed a couple of days. So honestly, whatever. A win is a win. It's 8 o'clock and I'm ready to go. I'm just about to make some coffee and then we can head out. Let me tell you guys what happened yesterday, because you're like, Friday, what happened to Thursday? So yesterday we were able to meet with the president of the foundation. So we talked to her for like an hour and a half and she got to know us and we asked her questions and things. And then they provided us lunch. I love it. Please provide me with food, please, every day. And it's always good. Like we have ribs and rice and Oh, we wasn't supposed to open that. I don't know why I did that. We had the entire evening to ourselves around like 1 p.m., 12:30. So we ended up going to a nearby museum called Planet World, and that was really cool. And then we went to kind of like a bar type area or whatever. I got some chicken wings and mumble sauce, but they had like the worst mumble sauce ever. You guys ever know like how embarrassing it is when you are like the DMV representative? You guys know I love me some chicken and mumble sauce, and I really used to crave it when I didn't live here. Like when I would come back, I would have to make sure that I would get it like 3-4 times. Anyway, that was like the worst mumble sauce that I've ever had. It was basically like all hot sauce. Very weird. I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling a little bit under the weather. I know a couple of the people in my cohort have been wearing masks because obviously the COVID rates are going up right now, and we're meeting a lot of people, shaking a lot of hands. And so I'm just hoping that I'm not like sick, but like I don't feel well. So when I got back home yesterday, I literally just went straight to bed, and I did wake up in the middle of the night again because I keep doing that when I go to sleep at 6 p.m. Of course, you're gonna wake up at like midnight or whatever, but I was able to go back to sleep, so that was good. Anyway, so now for today, we have a full day. It's actually interesting. We're breaking up between the congressional fellows and the research fellows. So the congressional fellows only have a half day, but the research fellows have a full day, mainly because we have work that we have to do next week for the conference, and kind of just getting a lay of the land. That's the last day of orientation. Oh my gosh, last day of orientation. I'm gonna dress more casually today. You guys can see my outfit. I don't have my shoes on, but I'm pretty sure I need to take time and actually finish unpacking, but I'm so over it. Anyway, I'm just wearing this dress. Got my necklaces on. This is gonna be my casual. Low key, this thing is kind of short. I think I'm supposed to wear a belt with this. I also have a black cardigan with me, and that's really what I'm gonna wear today. Nothing super special, but just comfortable, because I'm pretty sure we're not supposed to get out until like 5, and then we have a Zoom meeting with like the entire team from 5 to 6. So I know it's gonna be a long full day. I just want to be comfortable because I know I'm gonna be sitting down in meetings back to back to back. I've been saying this for like the past 3 days, but today we are going to bike there. We are going to bike. Wow, time goes by so fast. Literally 1 minute it's 8 o'clock and the next minute it's 8:10, and that makes a big difference in me being like, oh okay, like I'm running on time and I'm running late. So let me get a move on. We're gonna bike to work today. I hope it goes well. I will keep you guys updated. Wish me good luck today. Okay y'all, so I just got back home from my last day of orientation. Today was a full day. We specifically met with our program director and literally went over everything. Like it was a full day. So we learned about the rotation structure, so what it's going to look like for the next 6 months, expectations and requirements, and that basically is going to look like weekly one-on-one check-ins. It is a hybrid, but we just have to be in the office like basically once a week. Research team meetings. We went over the different programs, policy briefings, and convenings, which I think is really exciting. I'm excited about a lot of things when it comes to this fellowship, but I think the programs are something that I'm most excited about. We have different initiatives and programmings and summits, and even as research fellows we have to create at least one event ourselves, so I think that's going to be really fun. And it also allows us opportunities to even like travel to different places. So previously been to like Montgomery, Alabama, Detroit, Tulsa, so I'm excited to see possibly like where we'll go this year in order to like further have community chats and conversations about the social justice work that needs to be done in these different areas of the country. We then talked about the different research methods that we'll use, so both quantitative versus qualitative, and just how those things differ specifically for the type of research we're going to be doing as scholar activists, which I thought was such an interesting term, but that is what makes this research position again different, is that we're not just doing research for research's sake. We're doing it in order for it to be used by the congressional members of the CBC, the Congressional Black Caucus, in order for them to create policies, or for them to have data in order to say these are the reasons why these policies need to happen. like the research that we're doing is actually going to be creating change, which is just like so exciting. They went over our research requirements. Then we did this activity where we had to talk about something for 3 minutes to kind of talk about getting us in the gist of like we are going to grow as public speakers throughout this experience, which I'm always excited to grow. But I will say that I got a lot of great feedback for our presentation. I ended up talking about the Starbucks cups, and I was able to talk about, oh, you know, it's a collector's item and, you know, things like that. So they said I did a great job, and yeah, it's always really interesting. Oh, we also did something where we went like on the we went to the website and went to the database to find different publications, and we each like had to kind of do a little bit of a quick turnaround research report assignment where like we read the research and we talked about like what it was about, what we learned, what we would do differently, the way that we could link it to policy changes, things like that. I thought that was a really interesting as well, because it's cool to see kind of the things that get published and the type of writing that's like, you know, the more you read, the more you learn, the better writer you become when you read more. So it was just really nice to kind of get the gist of like, okay, this is what I'm going to be doing and the different topics and things. And so I read an article on like heart health, but specifically how it impacts social justice in the Black community. So a previous fellow wrote that, and I thought it was a really good article. I am exhausted. I did end up riding my bike back, which was nice. This time I did the Capital Share bikes because there's like, I don't know, it's a bit of a walking distance, not too far, but like it's like 2 blocks to walk from my office building, and then it's like a block from my apartment. So like I said, I plan on buying a bike maybe next week. I don't know, I don't get paid until the end of the month, so I'm literally like trying to chill out on buying things, because you know when you move into a new apartment, you're buying things left and right, and I'm like, I should probably wait until I get a paycheck. A long but a good week. I think I do like ride my bike though, especially because I don't have to go into office every day. I'll probably just go when my other cohort members are going, or like I said, at least once a week for the team meetings. But it's really nice to be able to have an office to go into if I want to, and to be able to like, even if I wanted to walk there, it probably would take me like 40 minutes, but like it's not impossible. So that's not like if I tell myself, okay, I'm gonna walk 40 minutes, like I put on sneakers, I could walk there if I wanted to, which I just love so much. I'm so grateful for that. That is why I moved to the city. Like that is just the type of lifestyle that I have always wanted to live. So I'm very happy. I'm very excited about this experience and this opportunity. I'm grateful for it. I'm thankful for it. And I'm looking forward to what this next year is going to be for me and how it's going to propel me and give me access and network and even more community. Like we went on a walk. I don't think I recorded it, like, because I'm trying not to bring my camera out, you know, in front of different people while we're doing stuff or whatever. But me and a few of the girls in the cohort went on a walk after lunchtime, because I mentioned how they've been feeding us breakfast, lunch, and it's so good, but they're like heavy meals. Like we had cabbage, shrimp, and macaroni and cheese today, but it was like smothered shrimp, and like the cabbage was like, I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm pretty sure I gained some weight this week because I haven't been working out as much as possible, but it's fine. We're not really like tracking the scale or anything. I actually don't really even care, but want to make sure that we're being healthy. And I'm like, good thing they don't do this every day, because if they did, I would gain weight if they fed us like this all the time. I'm pretty sure there's food for a lot of things, but not like every time, not like they did this week. Obviously it was orientation, so it was special. Anyway, it's time to take off this makeup and get in the bed. And this is my problem, where I be wanting to go to sleep at 6 p.m. and I have to find a good balance between, okay, now this is where I do. It's mainly because I don't have a couch. If I had my couch here, I could like, you know, chill on the couch a little bit, or like there's so many things that I could do, but like I be brain dead. And I guess this is the big difference between like working, and that's so interesting because now with this being like my 5th gap year, I've had a multitude of different experiences, like being in school, working, being in school but virtual. And it's like when you're in school, although it's not really a 9 to 5, it feels like you always are studying. Like you can always be, even if you're not in class, you could be studying. And even if you don't have to like clock in, like the weekends are kind of not yours because you'd be studying. But like when you're working, technically you only have these hours to work, but it's so hard to find energy outside of those hours to like actually live your full life. So I've experienced both now, and that's why I'm like, okay, I really want to make sure that I have a morning routine, because it's so easy for your life to be wake up, go to work, go to sleep. Like that's kind of been my life this past week. Anyway, I think I am gonna vlog next week because that's gonna be our annual legislation conference. It's basically just from Wednesday to Friday, but we have a lot of fun events. Like there's a gala, there's a prayer breakfast, there's a lot of different things. So it may be a shorter vlog because I don't really, you know, but I think I'm gonna be meeting some really cool people and going to a lot of cool different conversations and conferences and things. And it's really cool too because I have basically Monday and Tuesday off. They're just like, yeah, we're gonna be working on the conference. We found out what we have to do today, and it's just like, you know, they're putting us to work for the conference, but it's nothing that we wouldn't want to do, like taking notes during it, and like basically writing write-ups for the different sessions, like for the websites later on, making sure the tech is good, timekeepers, Q&A people, moderators. So we're gonna be working, but it's still a really fun job. And like, oh, I get Monday and Tuesday off. So a nice, fun, really long weekend ahead of me. So I plan to enjoy myself and live each day to the fullest because I only live once. And I hope to see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.